Hi, everyone. Welcome to Clientology Daily Insights. As always, I am your host, Jeff Bourgeois, and I start with an invitation. If you haven't joined our Clientology community, please do so. There's no obligation, it's just a group of like minded people. I'm often asked, Jeff, could you introduce me to this person or that person? What I did was I created this group so I can make it very easy for me to introduce you to my network and vice versa. So it's a group of business to business professionals who serve other businesses. You can click the link in the show notes below, or you can scan the QR code. Now, today I want to share a concept, and really, truly, this is not binary, and it's an extreme example on purpose. Some of you watching this are going, oh, that's ridiculous. I want to remind you that the most important question you have in business is, how does this apply to me? So think about your business and how you could apply this. So I had a conversation with somebody whose goal was to make $100,000 a month. And his plan was to get 10,000 clients at $10 a month. Now, common wisdom says if you have 10,000 clients at 10,000 a month, some of those people will level up and eventually pay you more money. But the reality is you put a lot of effort into it. And so I posed the question and I said, what would life be like if instead of 10,000 clients at $10, you went with 10 clients at 10,000 a month? And he looked at me and he said, nobody in their right mind would pay me 10,000 a month. So that told me a lot about his mindset and about scarcity versus abundance. But really, truly, it showed me that we are, as a society, we're addicted to easy. We want instant gratification. Everybody talks about going after the low hanging fruit. And the idea is really, really simple. I don't have to do much to earn $10 a month. I just have to, give them enough value that they'll bring a friend. I can grow very quickly. Now, I'm a contrarian, so my question is, what would you have to do in your business so that somebody would be willing to pay you 10,000 a month? And more importantly, how would that change how you structure your business? How would that change how you do your marketing, your sales, your customer service, everything? And the reason I bring this up is if you want 10,000 clients at $10, that's okay. The reality is revenue. And if you want to reach 100,000, 10,000 people at a time, that's great. The important thing is you need to know what your business needs to look like. So if you have a lot of clients paying you a little bit of money, you have to be something like a SaaS model, software as a service, or um, streamlined to the point where you can handle anything that comes your way. $10 a month is a hard price point, and you've got to be really clear. You got to make sure your costs are as low as possible. You've got to minimize the customer service. Everything has to be automatic. The word you need for your business is automated, because the minute you put a human touch, any kind of human touch, let's say you're lucky enough to find somebody over in the far reaches of the world willing to work for $10 an hour. If each one of your clients takes an hour of their time, your margin is gone. So think about what you can automate. You need to have detailed systems and processes. You need to have expectations. You need really good software. You need really good people to troubleshoot. The reality is, with 10,000 clients, you have to get into things like help desk, support tickets. It becomes a literal nightmare if you're trying to deliver a service at a cheap price. Now, some people watching this will say, but there's somebody in there that will buy more. Absolutely agreed. I just want you to know, if your goal is 10,000 clients at $10 a month, you've got to be automated from the beginning. You can't make it up as you go. You've got to have it nailed in, dialed in from the beginning. Now, on the other hand, and this is just a contrarian, this is something to think about. If you want 10 clients It's about relationship. It's about personal touch. There are tons of books out there, but how could you add enough value to somebody that they'd be willing to pay you $10,000 a month? And the thing I like, the $10,000 product is about what can I add? What can I do to earn this? Whereas at $10, you're spending all your time with your red pen erasing and saying, nope, can't do that, can't do that, can't do that. So I find the fun in figuring out what value can I add. And a lot of people think membership sites are meant to be cheap. Think about what exclusive things you could bring to your membership. Who could you interview? Who could you introduce them to? What events could you take them to? How could you add enough value to get paid 10,000 a month? And what I would say here is at this point, if your focus is on the 10,000 clients, keep building. That's okay. But spend at least 30 minutes a day brainstorming what you could do to have a $10,000 product. In Perry Marshall's Detox, Declutter, Dominate, he talks about having the $2,700 espresso machine. And he actually shows the math. A certain percentage of customers that go to a coffee shop will just pay for an average coffee, $5, $10, whatever it is. A certain percentage will spend $200 to buy a machine or accessories at said coffee shop. And then there's something, I think it's 1% will buy your most expensive thing you have. So think about if you don't have a $10,000 offering, you're missing out on that level of revenue. And of course, if you're looking at how do you grow from $10 to 10,000, there's probably a couple of intermediary steps in there. But think about the whole point of this video is think about how your goals for your business will determine how you structure it and how you build it. The beautiful thing about 10 clients is I don't need to worry about automation. It's all about the personal touch. And I can hire VAs, I can hire all kinds of people because I know that these clients will stick with me. And by the way, clients will stick with you longer if they're paying you 10,000 on average than if they're paying you 10. So that's the daily insight today. I'd love your comments below. How does this apply to you?